6:24 is the time right now, and with the escalating trade war, we know there's even more concern about the cost of food.
And that's why we've been so committed to helping families save. Every week, we take a look at the cost of 6 grocery staples across 4 Metro Detroit grocers.
And 7 News Detroit anchor Kira Hay is joining us now with this week's 7 Smart Shopper Price Check Report. Kira?
All of my smart shoppers out there. I really hope this segment has been proving to be helpful to you and your family. So let's get right into our 7 Smart Shopper Price Check this week. Walmart pulling almost a clean sweep of affordable pricing with a gallon of 2% milk, a dozen of large eggs, a loaf of wheat bread, a family pack of chicken breasts, and a box of toasted oat cereal, all the least expensive at Walmart. But I also want to note both Aldi and Meijer prices for eggs have dropped significantly this week, so that could be a good sign there. Meijer is still holding down the fort when it comes to the cheapest pound of 80/20 beef. Their frozen version is a full $1 cheaper than its competitors this week. So, as you could imagine, Walmart is definitely the cheapest this week at $28.16. And you know, I also always like to let you know what's on sale this week that you can add to your grocery cart. So, Tyson Chicken is buy one, get one free at Kroger this week, and Aldi is selling 3 pounds of Tyson chicken drumsticks for $2.67, or roughly around 89 cents a pound. So great deals there. Now, as much as I've learned and been researching on ways that we could all save money, I don't have all the answers. So I enlisted the help of professional smart shopper Trey Boge, who gives us a challenge of sorts. Take a listen.
Sometimes we're paying a lot of money for certain things that we go through a lot at home that we could potentially be making ourselves. A couple of offenders here for me are hummus and granola. I make a big batch of granola that lasts us about 2 weeks. It is literally a fraction of what you would pay at the grocery store.
So yeah, that's Trey Boge. Am I saying Baj? I'm
so
saying
close,
her name
yes,
wrong.
it's
So
all good.
close. But yeah, that's the challenge this week. Go through your pantry, see if there's items that you buy every week at the grocery store that you can make cheaper at home. I think for me, it's definitely popcorn. I actually already started doing that.
All right.
I buy like the big bags of like Himalayan salt popcorn, but
Okay.
pop it at home. It's going to be a lot cheaper.
And fresher.
Yeah, and fresher. So yeah, I'll have to
The whole
think
house
of something
smells
else,
like
too.
it.
All right.
So good.
Movie night at Kiara's. She's got the
Movie
popcorn,
night.
too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you,
Kira.
All right, time now is 6:27, and we continue to follow breaking news this morning. Metro Detroit communities underwater.
Neighborhoods waking up to severe flooding after record rainfall, and of course the damage is extensive for many. Our reporters have been out through the night surveying the hardest hit areas, and those reports are still coming up, and we're still getting more as we speak. We'll have a live update in just a moment.
7 News Detroit this morning starts right now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news, widespread flooding all across Metro Detroit.
The last 24 hours of rain have just overwhelmed streets and flooded so many basements. Take a look at this in Dearborn Heights, where you can see the water so high it has been flooding cars lining the streets there. We've had an eye on this car throughout the morning and watching the electrical system just freak out because of all the water there. All right, well, thank you so much for sticking with 7 News Detroit this morning at 6:30. I'm Keenan Smith.
I'm Alicia Smith. The big story right now and throughout the day will be this widespread flooding that we're seeing across Metro Detroit.
Yeah, we're getting reports from all across Metro Detroit, and we're seeing the damage firsthand. There have been a lot of off and on again closures on freeways overnight because of the rising water. Take a look here, M14 and I-275 in the construction zone, and it just looks like a river.
That is terrible. And we do want to show you video coming in from Berkeley overnight. This was right at the corner of 12 Mile and Woodward Avenue. Talk about hydroplaning that they had to worry about. Definitely dangerous there.
Well, let's stay here in Royal Oak. This is a scene that is just heartbreaking for so many homeowners. Look at the water coming up from the floor, flooding the basement there.
And Angela sent us this picture from Van Buren Township, and she says they're basically underwater. You can send us your flooding pictures, your flooding videos. Just go to our WXYZ Facebook page to upload them there. We do have Team 7 coverage this morning. 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Toulis has been out monitoring neighborhoods across Metro Detroit, tracking the flooding, while 7 traffic anchor Allie Hoxie's keeping a lookout at our roads to see if any water is causing injuries there. And 7 First Alert meteorologist Mike Taylor, of course, monitoring to see if there's any more rain on the way.
But let's begin with Brittany Toulis live this morning in Dearborn Heights. Brittany, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, Keenan, Alicia, we just had what probably is these residents' worst nightmare at this point in time. 2 just really heavy rounds of rain come through, adding to this. Just take a look. This block here is completely underwater. I'm on Hanover Street, just off of Telegraph Road, and Hanover is not the only block that looks like this with water as far as you can see. Right in between Hanover Street and Courier Street is the Ecorse River. The Ecorse River overflowing, flooding both Courier and Hanover, so they both look just like this. They both look like an extension of the river. We saw ducks on here earlier coming from the river off of it. The backyards in between on the either side of the river also completely flooded. We talked to one couple who woke up just before 4 a.m. Their dog was barking. They thought the dog needed to go out to go to the bathroom. They think the dog saw this. The homeowner opened the door, Xavion. He saw his front lawn flooded. He saw his car. This is his car right here with the lights on. That electric system still hanging on. We've had these lights on for over an hour now.